Now in these days, kitchen is a place where everybody, like of part of the house, is coming and they're having a lot of social activities, along with the having food, along with having socialite, along with Zoom calls, meetings. Sir is having the Zoom call meeting and he is having meal also. So that's what has changed the life, past and present.
I have a few clients who prefer a range, cooking range, with oven below. It is so impractical.
Yes.
Any microwave has to be eye level. When you put a liquid in, the moment you can't see it, it's not humanly possible to gauge the liquid movement. It has to be where you can see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're going to burn yourself.
City like Bombay, city like Bangalore, the space are really, you don't find much space to give your kitchen as a good usage. So down drop chimney, when you need it, get it down. Don't need it, get it up.
They are leading in that. We're not buying a product. They are not product suppliers. They are more like partners with us, with architects and with designers. So they're partnering with us. They're hearing the pain. Their parent company is using a lot of technology to come up with it. This doesn't happen just, it's not as simple as it looks. And it takes a lot of R&D.
Good design doesn't shout, it settles and stays with you. It's in the quiet hinge, the soft close, the rhythm of use. You feel it in the way you move, reach, pause, live. Ever wondered what actually brings the spaces we live into life? Well, it's time to meet the minds that make the real magic happen. Welcome back to Hettich Presents Living with Magic. I am Ronita Italia, Editor-in-Chief of Good Homes India. And for the season's finale, we are going to dive right into the soul of the home. You guessed it right, it's the kitchen, but not as you know it. This is the era of the invisible kitchen. It's where appliances blend in seamlessly, where spaces multitask effortlessly, and technology becomes an extension of our lifestyles. For this incredible conversation, I have here with me today architect Suleiman Bhanji, the co-founder and the creative force behind Design Matrix Interiors. Suli's work bridges the detailing with the big picture living. From luxury residences to high-performance commercial projects, Suleiman has championed design that puts people and their lifestyles first. Alongside him, we have Rahul Thakkar, Director of Sales at Hettich India, who brings the perspective of a brand that's been pioneering innovation in modern living, making everyday living smarter, smoother, and more inspiring for all of us. And to bring deeper insights on built-in appliances, we also have with us Mr. Kaushal Rathod, Regional Manager at Hettich India. So with this incredible wealth of experience and just amazing minds sitting with me today, I'm going to dive right into the subject of kitchens. I'm going to start with you, Suri.
Sure.
Okay, before we even get to the subject of the future of kitchens or kitchens of the future, I want to start with the present. Tell me about your kitchen at home.
So my kitchen at home was made 10 years ago. It obviously was handcrafted and not a modular kitchen.
Lovely.
In hindsight, I would have changed that. But it's a very functional kitchen, overly so, because I think that's what was a primary requirement.
Correct.
And it's still holding strong. But given an opportunity, I would love to redo it again because technology and time has moved on.
And you think technology is, my God, absolutely necessary? You think that changes a lot?
I mean, kitchen is one of the main places where you will have a lot of technology.
Correct.
In the earlier days, we used to compare, if we have to compare, it would be the music system.
Yes.
Which would have tower speakers and very high-end amplifiers and preamplifiers and power amplifiers. And if you had that, that was it. And that cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
It still does today. But that, I associate that in the kitchen today, which is simple but complicated. And with so much to offer and so much technology in it, it's absolute must.
Oh my God, yes. And I'll have to agree with you because what we're also looking at is tech that is invisible, right? Stuff that lies behind the scenes and makes running a kitchen magical.
Absolutely. You don't see any knobs, door knobs. You don't see any handles. You don't see any hinges. You don't see anything. It's all become seamless, quiet. It is very calm and very clean, and that's what the hardware is making it possible for us to do today.
Oh, wonderful. My God. And I'm going to bring this to you guys now because we've been talking about um, the glory of the past and the handmade kitchen, and also tech that we're also looking forward to. Tell me, Rahul, in terms of literally kitchens of the future, what is it that you are looking forward to when it comes to kitchens of the future?
When you see, let me brings the part. So being maestro here, I tell you, this is a wall-less kitchen people love now. People really love to. So it's previously it was kitchens to be women centric. Now it's become everybody's kitchen now. Everybody love to cook also, and it's a wall-less kitchen. People want talkative kitchen, engage much with the family while they're cooking, while they really. So now with this all, you really need a products which can really hide. They want a clean kitchen.
Correct.
So we provide you hardware and solutions which when really load much, operate well, and good functionality and long lasting. And you see the Indian kitchen, when you see that you have a parents, you have a kids, everybody at home. So safe kitchen. Parents really need a kitchen today where they're really stress-free kitchen. They don't need to band much. Everything comes at their level. Hardware plays very important role to make a smoother working, enjoying in the kitchen. Because we have a 3 peak time of cooking in our families as an Indian culture, and how you making it enjoyable. So we bring as a hardware solutions to that.
That's true, and that's amazing. I'm going to bring the same question to you because you are literally going to talk to us about the tech that makes these kitchens invisible.
So I'll start with the past and then present. Okay. The past, which we have seen the kitchens, is a corner of a house where only limited people goes in, makes the food and then brings it to the table, right?
Correct.
Now in these days, kitchen is a place where everybody, like a part of the house, is coming and they're having a lot of social activities along with the having food, along with having the socialite, along with having the Zoom calls meetings. Sir is having the Zoom call meeting and he is having meal also. So that's what has changed the life, past and present. Into doing that, we have a lot of gadgets, a lot of hardwares, a lot of appliances, which is making life easier. So that has changed from the kitchen, which is completely visible. You can see a fridge lying there, dishwasher lying here, the all the utensils kept on the platform. Now it's completely hidden. It's completely invisible. You go in the kitchen, wow, where's the kitchen? So this is a kitchen for you.
Yeah.
That's what we promised to our customers.
That's brilliant. Suli, we spoke about open plan kitchens, wall-less kitchens. So when you're designing homes today, and especially when it comes to homes today, right, where we're also looking at multi-generational families, you're looking at, I mean, and I think the joint family is coming back together because homes are getting larger, right? Built homes today are getting, especially in urban areas, all over again are getting larger. Do you see the demand for open kitchens?
So surprisingly, yes, even from clients who perhaps don't understand the implications of suggesting I want an open kitchen, because Indian cooking is complicated. Our spices make a lot of things not possible.
Yeah.
So open kitchens are definite yes. I would go with a combination of a back kitchen and a show kitchen. But kitchen is the same thing. It's just compartmentalizing it, where and ergonomics play a big role in it. Like you said, they're multi-generational. So you need certain things at a certain height, not everything, but all that is bridged today with technology and hideaway appliances and hardware that makes that possible. So open kitchen definitely, because it's now become a part of my, given the technology and the hideaway appliances and the hardware the way it is, it's becoming a part of my living room or my extension of my living room, if I may say so, where you congregate together and it's an experience that you're going to share with the family and friends.
And it is all about experiences, right? Because especially post the pandemic, especially when we've all, whether it's been in our heads or actually, uh, we've all taken a hit where that period is concerned. And it's all about now.
Ask the men. They will all tell you what hit they have taken in the kitchen.
Very right.
Because otherwise we were less
Less
involved.
involved.
I was involved as a designer, but not as an end user on a daily basis. But after that, things have changed. So
Much.
I'm not being sexist here, but that's a fact.
Very tempted to ask you what has changed.
Well, a lot of men now are expected to be there because they've been there now, and now that they prove that they can perform in the kitchen, then the expectation and the bar has been raised, right, by everybody. So given that post-pandemic things have changed a lot, where the kitchen now is no longer only the kitchen and typically a domain of
The women.
the woman of the house, the lady of the house. It is now everybody has enjoyed it, has experienced it. So now everybody wants to be part of that experience.
So I was designing one kitchen for a prince of Udaipur. So I was designing. So he wants kitchen while playing a cricket. He really loved to cook. So how to think appliances and
While
everything.
playing cricket.
Yeah, so he has a ground inside the palace when you see Udaipur. So he really, when you go to his office, when you go to his ground, so everywhere he's allowed to cook for his guest. So he wants a kitchen where everything. So we used to give a chimney which goes completely up. We really need to think something warm, quicker. So it's a cricket ground. We design a kitchen for them.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
That's an outdoor kitchen, you could say.
Brilliant. But come back to my question. If you had to pick 5 products that would go into a kitchen for a man, which also means easy, convenient, absolutely uncomplicated, what are those 5 products that you would?
induction, warmer, built-in refrigerator, wine chiller, so and dishwasher, which is built in now in drawer. Very
Yes.
smart dishwashers are coming. It looks like a drawer to you. So that's also a new thing which is easy for me. Quickly I can
Ice maker.
ice maker.
Oh, yes. That one is another
So
one.
dryer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now in
yes.
these days, you need a dryer because you can't hang the clothes everywhere.
Come now to the other side where we're looking at the ideal kitchen. As an architect, if you were planning the ideal kitchen, what all would you include, or what all would you insist should be included for a family?
So to begin with, um, one thing I find always overlooked, strangely, is the garbage bin,
Yeah.
right?
True.
And that's not maybe it doesn't sound right to start on that topic, but if I don't know who's had the experience, but it's always overlooked. Okay, we'll keep it here, we keep it there. That location is critical.
Yeah.
Because we all have staff at home, a lot of them, a lot of us, and if it's not convenient when they dispose of the garbage, it's going to be all over the place.
Mm.
And it has to be with the lid. It has to be in a convenient location. It has to be right size. You have to have segregation.
Yeah.
So I would start with that in mind for sure, which is always overlooked.
And we would love to add the crusher also with that. So yeah, so 2 part is when we segregate it well, the crusher would be really help us to give back good thing to the nature also. Yeah.
So crusher is important. Your water purifier is important.
Yeah.
So washing machine. to keep all
The
your
sink
clothes.
size is the
Oh,
bowl
yes.
size of the sinks are important.
Yeah.
Right, and the mixers are important of the sink. So they're out of the way. You don't keep chipping your plates.
Yeah.
Right, and appliances, of course.
Yeah.
And keeping the hardware in mind, we'd like to keep everything hidden away.
Yeah.
So you have your server drive where when you're cooking, you don't have to struggle and have the shutters in your face. They can just be a touch and it opens itself and remains open. You finish your cooking, you touch it, it goes down. Same thing for washing. We have the dish rack in the right location. So you're ticking off your washing, your cooking, and your fridge and a prep counter. So those are important. And then the appliance garage, most important. Because your appliances again fall into different categories. You have your wet appliances, which you need near a sink.
Yes.
For typically our chutneys and whatever have you, masala, and then you have your cleaner mixers like your smoothies and your which everybody is now into or making a shake for yourself. I would not keep the 2 appliance garages same.
together.
So they'll be separate and the zone will be separate because you don't want to keep crowding the same place where the cooking is going on, the prep is going on. This is a dry prep.
Right.
So, I mean, I can go on.
No, it's very interesting that you brought up all of those because I see a very remarkable hint of practicality,
and
also functionality.
And the oven is important because I have a few clients who prefer a range, cooking range, with the oven below. It is so impractical.
Yes.
It has to be at eye level. Any microwave has to be at eye level. When you put a liquid in, the moment you can't see it, it's not humanly possible to gauge the liquid movement. It has to be where you can see it. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself. Small things like that.
In this, I just would like to add a point, like a story again. I visited to a client's place where they were using an oven. So he just asked me, Kaushal, do you have a bigger product with you? I said, okay, sir, like this is sufficient, 60 liters cavity in size. He said, no, I need something bigger. Okay. And that surprised me because I've handled a lot of customers directly and I haven't seen a requirement of bigger oven. So I just asked, okay, which recipes you are talking about or thinking about? He said, do you know turkey? I am vegetarian. I don't know what is the size of the turkey, but I said, okay, fine. Currently, we have this oven only with us, and no, sir, we don't have. I think the industry is also not having that with them. Fine. So that was a conversation which we have closed, and then I came out from there. But was there in my mind. And when I sat recently with my bosses, and then we were talking about procuring the product where we can introduce a new product, then suddenly that incident had came in my mind. Okay, if we have an oven which is big in cavity, where we can bake any kind of recipes which is Indian or international. So we have introduced a 90-centimeter oven.
Oh, wow.
Which is, I think, is not there with any of the brand.
Oh, wow.
We do have.
Coincidentally, just about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I have this client who insisted on a 90 centimeter because she bakes a lot.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
And it's a passion.
Yeah.
And in fact, she even travels around with people, with other bakers and going to destination and teaches. And, it's a group that they have which keeps growing.
Right.
She says, I don't care anything in my kitchen. I don't care about anything. I want a 90 centimeter kitchen because she bakes side by side, 2 cakes at a time and different things. And I want my island counter. And I want this thing. So I think this zone, she actually cordoned off a zone.
Wow.
I said, you can do everything else to the kitchen other than this, but this is my zone and this is what I want.
Yeah.
So the 90 centimeter kitchen, the whole oven story, it is so fresh in my mind. And I started looking and I couldn't find it. I found 2 Miele ones, which were a little over the top.
Right.
Then, and now you're saying it's available here.
It's
so
available.
great.
Sir. It's available.
It's brilliant. At this point, I want to ask you guys about. So you're talking about these, incredible large sized ovens, and we spoke about the dishwasher, and we spoke about all of the other products earlier. How important is all of this to be built in?
So it's let me tell you that with the hardware functionality and the built-in appliance is really changing human lives. City like Bombay, city like Bangalore, where the space are really, you don't find much space to give your kitchen as a good usage. So down to chimney. When you need it, get it down. You don't need it, get it up. Same size of hob where you have induction. You can convert to teppanyaki. You can use it as a normal hob also. Let me come to the same drawer size dishwashers. It really fits in your drawer. It really, you don't need to find a special spaces. You can really connect them so well. Dining tables now with the induction. You warm your food there only. You don't need to get up to every time go to the kitchen. You can enjoy the meal together. Built-in appliances is really changing the further life and making kitchen modern. And that's has become a necessary part of us now.
See, when you have an open kitchen and a back kitchen, your space is very limited.
Yeah.
And the requirement and the expectation and the demands of the clients are only only increasing. For example, now you ask how important is it? Okay, if I don't tell you, you have a cooking hob which is very sleek, made of glass top, whatever, but it's still visible. The same thing if you're doing induction, now we're coming up with hidden away appliances where it can be below your granite top. You don't even see it. And it's induction and you can cook on the granite top directly.
Yes.
Right? So like Rahul was saying, Now that same tabletop is available for you as a bar counter when your friends come
Yeah.
over,
Ah,
right? Would it have been possible if you had a cooking range over there, or
no,
cooking
no,
top over there?
no.
It wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So similarly, all these hideaway things are really expanding a limited space and making it multifunctional, multidisciplinary. With the same thing, it's like saying the same thing can do this and this and this, but the same space can do it because everything is hidden away. You don't know where the ice maker is. You don't know where the fridges are. You don't know where the wine cooler is. You're coming to somebody's part of a side of a living room where they're going to entertain, and you may think it's a bar, but it actually has the capability of uh, not perhaps cooking the whole meal, but definitely more than halfway.
Yeah.
And then you can sit and eat there. So with it's actually adding FSI. You're not
Yes.
buying a product, you're buying FSI.
Wow.
Hideaway,
Yeah.
appliance is not buying products. I'm saying it's an investment. You're paying so much for FSI in Bombay.
Absolutely.
You're buying FSI and not the thing.
True.
And with Hettich and other brands as well, I won't say only Hettich, but they are leading in that. They are not we're not buying a product. They are not product suppliers. They are more like partners with us, with architects and with designers. So they're partnering with us. They are feeling this. They're hearing the pain. They're seeing the challenges. Their parent company is using a lot of technology to come up with it. This doesn't happen just. It's not as simple as it looks, and it takes a lot of R&D and all that. And I'm glad that in India we're now getting access to all that which we never had and beyond, because I think if not already, we are probably will be far more important a market than the rest of the world for Hettich and other appliance brands as well.
I do see um, the hard hitting truths behind everything that you've said, because it is. But I also am old school enough to completely appreciate the charm of a handmade kitchen. You know, and yet at the same time, when it comes to modern homes, the convenience that all of these things bring in, you can't deny that. The space that all of it brings in, you can't deny that. Do you have clients who sort of mirrored my madness?
Absolutely, I'll tell you a very unique experience I've had, and I can send you photographs of it as well, because that's the one time I did it in my life, and I would love to repeat it, of course, if the requirement comes up. Is the client loved curries,
Okay.
and they said this mixer just don't give me the right consistency for the curry, right? My maid does it on
Yeah.
On the
on that stone, whatever, with that thing, and then the tacha wala comes in,
Yeah.
and every time it becomes smooth, it comes into tacha on it. And then the newer generation won't even know what I'm
They
talking
don't
about.
know about it.
The older generation will remember that,
Yeah.
that the lady screaming out tacha wala, and all that, and they used to come and do that. I have actually cut open a top, sunk in that entire
Stone.
the stone, which looks like a miniature ironing board,
Lovely.
right? And it shows only 1.5 inch above or 1 inch above the countertop, so you can keep stuff on it. But the cook used to make. She was a Goan cook, and she made that amazing curry. And it
With
only
fresh
tastes like
masalas.
that. It only tastes like that when they
Just
do
watch it.
that masala on with the hand.
Yeah.
You would never get that consistency in a blender
Absolutely.
ever, because it becomes
Absolutely.
too smooth.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we are all old school. We know
Yeah,
what we're talking about. That has happened. And having said you're old school, and how do I marry all this high tech stuff you're talking about? The aesthetics can be old school.
Yeah.
The mechanism and the way it works and the functionality, you don't have to make it old school.
No.
Otherwise you will not get anything done in life.
Yes.
So why do you use a mobile phone? It's the same thing, and everything on it.
Yeah.
So you can't escape it, but
Yes.
you can definitely marry it into a feeling of old school kitchen, and that's for the designer and the architect to bring that together.
Like all the products which we are introducing in India, it's not just only for India.
India.
It's for the global. And again, the products are thoughtfully selected. It means the addition which we have done is considering an Indian consumer in mind, because in India we need air fryer combination oven also. We need oven with steam function. We need a hood which is having motion sensor, like because at the time of when we are doing a cooking, our hands are wet, and you don't want to touch your beautifully managed product. So if you're having a waving function, motion sensor,
That's exactly what you need for your extractor
yeah,
on the cooking, because
yeah,
I prep my food and then I forgot to put it on,
yeah,
and then I smudge it.
yeah,
So if you just can wave it, which is there,
yes,
so,
which is there.
and can put it off also, just wave. It's amazing.
And
There
you
was
see that Indian consumers, they don't want to waste inch of a space. You ask her. We create a refrigerator where you don't need to give the top space, which is completely wasted like one hot drawer height.
yeah.
You have to cover full height built-in refrigerator. And we are the only brand who are having that
Yes,
category
yes.
with us right now.
But you are saying Indian consumer, like you're not Indian consumer yourself, okay? When you're expecting these things in your
Homes.
kitchen, you also will, na?
Yes,
Yeah,
I always-
yeah, yeah.
So when we deal, we talk with them. They always do small thing. They teach us as well.
Yeah.
What a built-in luxury you should create for India, and that's what we are really modifying ourselves or changing ourselves for the solutions.
I think it's good synergy to have, because the West is always ahead, has been ahead.
Idea.
We are catching up very fast
Hmm.
if we haven't caught up already.
Hmm.
And we just have to learn and implement and incorporate it into our thought process
Thought
kitchens.
I have, again, I'm going to throw this open to all three of you. And this is again about marrying the old and the new. So we're talking about the invisible kitchen, that whole idea of, the kitchen being fully functional with all the modcons and all your built-in appliances that you can possibly imagine. And yet possible to give it a minimalistic sort of look? Is it a
But if I understood you correctly, you're asking whether having all those gadgetry, is it possible to make it invisible? In fact, only because of that is invisible.
True.
If it wasn't for the technology that goes into it, you won't have soft close or push to open or your proximity sensor extraction hoods coming on and going on and off.
Yeah.
The technology, it is because of the technology, it is possible today to literally have a
Yeah.
kitchen which you have to really, if you didn't know, have to search.
Yeah.
If I have to make it in an open
True.
kitchen in a house, you
Yeah.
have to search where it is, right? Because everything will be just hidden away, calm, quiet. It'll be part of your house. You don't even know. You don't want to make it look like kitchen. Why should you?
Yeah.
You can make it look exactly like your living room.
Actually, gone are those days where you wanted to show everything. Okay, I have fridge,
Huh.
I have oven, I have like
A simple thing like
now
induction.
nobody wants to show.
Yeah.
in terms of durability?
It's the same like what you have standalone. It's
Okay.
something which it can be hidden, but
See,
yeah.
we're also talking about, especially in Indian households, we're also talking about the owners not necessarily using
Yeah.
the kitchen.
So I'll
To answer your question precisely, is I have two examples, and I love because this is a question that keeps coming up all the time.
yes.
Of course.
Okay, oh, this is fancy, but my staff is using it and they will break it.
Yeah.
On the contrary, the two instances or items that I would like to share with you is one is a servo drive, which is your bifold shutters, and you just tap. It's just a finger tap on the cabinet. They go up and they stay there. So, like I said, when you're cooking, you need all your bottles and whatever have you
Accessible.
accessible. It remains open like a shop. I tell my clients, वो तो दुकान के वहाँ पे ऊपर है shutter रात को बंद. So when you finish cooking, you tap it again and it shuts down. What's happening is otherwise it would be a push, a pull, a open, a shut, a bang this, bang that. Hinges are loose, misaligned. Here it is not in your hand, in the staff's hand. They have to tap. Now, how hard can they tap? Right? It's not that it's just it's a very simple function. So once you have that works. Of course, it's not infallible. It will give problems maybe sometime, but with the warranties that can get fixed, right? So that is one example. The second example I tell my clients, not related to the kitchen but to the topic, is mechanized roller blinds or curtains. If they get spoiled, there's so much. Who's going to do all that? All that gadgetry and machines and motors. I tell them because this first-hand experience I've been using for years. The staff will put it on, put off. Maybe if they new to it, they'll even play with it. Oh, close, shut, oh, fine. How much will they do that, right? The point is they have to either open it or shut it. And with manual, you will have the guy going,
That's
Dori,
more painful.
stop, toot gaya, and
That's
then
more
they jam
painful.
it. And then, when they pull it, they will rip it from the top, from the pleats of the curtains, because the extra force has got jammed a bit.
Yeah.
In motorization, that's taken out of your hands. If it doesn't work, you will come in. The staff tells you it doesn't work. You get it
Yeah.
fixed. But they won't tear the curtain, and they're not going to, the hardware doesn't get abused.
Correct.
So I think we've come a long way. That is a very correct question from people coming. I mean, somebody who's born today or 5 years earlier
Is not
Yeah.
going
will
to
not
think about it.
ask that.
Is
We are
not
going to ask that because we are still value for money. We're still in the zone where I'm not saying you're very old. Yeah, I'm not saying you're very old, but we've been there.
Yeah.
So the question comes easily.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to take y'all away from this. And I'm going to take y'all into the area of the smart kitchen.
Okay.
Is there such a thing as a smart kitchen?
So let me tell you, this time in Germany, we demonstrated all appliances work with AI, with your kitchen, with your voice command. So you come at the home, you really stress, you can tell your AI, start my coffee machine, the mug is there, and it is going to be built-in appliances, will start making your coffee. Then you go to my oven. So at least you can put it at this temperature, this go with that. So this we demonstrated this time in Germany. The future is this now, because we know that some people don't know how to add what temperature, what product. You just have to speak it up. So this will short, I think. So this will going to become a next 1 or 2 years.
It is available, sir. Now, if we are I'm driving back to home. It's an hour journey from from here to my place in Mumbai. Our ovens are designed. They are smart enough.
To turn on.
I can just do the pre-programming. Okay, my driving hours is 1 hour, and so for after 15 minutes you can start. Machine, I can do the programming right now. So let's start. By the time I reach my home, my dish which I have tipped in it will be ready. Similarly, in dishwasher also, I can do pre-programming.
For the last time to be a guest of somebody over there, and I was with the dining table. So their induction was a full dining table. Both the side mechanism come out when you push up.
Oh,
So you can warm your temperature with your side of sitting only,
amazing.
and you can just really push it in and it goes in.
The future.
It's beautiful. So this is what you really want to keep it hidden, built-in appliances.
Yeah.
You want to use it on the instant.
So Ronita, smart kitchen,
Yeah.
I feel that India will take time.
Yeah.
Or not because of any other reason, but simply because we have staff.
Yeah.
We are not living like the West where nobody at home
Yeah.
and you're alone.
Yes.
So that percentage is there in India, but so minuscule that, like I said, to become mainstream, if you have somebody there at home, then there's no need for you to implement or use
I will agree.
the smart kitchen. It comes as a default,
Yes.
but you may not use it.
I agree with you there. But I have a very specific question with regard to a very specific generation that, according to me, is problematic. I have been corrected on this podcast, on another episode, that they're not so problematic, but Gen Z.
Yeah.
We've spoken about designing for bachelors, we've spoken about regular, traditional kitchens for like a full-fledged family. But what about Gen Z? I mean, isn't that's literally the future,
Yeah.
the next generation that's going to end up, calling all the shots in terms of spending power, all of that, right? Are there, or do you guys think that having these kind of convenient built-in appliances becomes a sort of encouragement for them to eat at home, spend more time in the kitchen, looking after their health and well-being? Is that a carrot?
I feel that may not be a carrot because somebody who doesn't like to cook will not cook.
Yeah.
If somebody is passionate will do that, and it will definitely help people
Necessity.
who are
Necessity?
necessity. So coming to it is people will eat home only for one reason. If they aren't already, and I do know some, is that food outside is not the healthiest.
Correct.
There's so much hidden ingredients today, and people are getting, I think, going to the other extreme. They're getting overly
Conscious.
particular,
Yeah.
particular, and I can't use the word, but yeah, particular about that, and therefore they prefer eating at home organic food, and they know that when they eat outside, it's like a binge, and it's like okay, fine, there is going to be whatever extra oil, extra sugar, extra chemicals, whatever in it,
Cheat
and you will okay, not, I mean, you will gain some whatever, but it's healthier to eat at home.
Hmm.
It's cheaper to eat at home.
Hmm.
It's getting more and more and more expensive to eat out. So I think that is what's going to push the Gen Z to start making food at home, eating at home, then going out if they have to
Yeah.
for an experience, or if they go out to eat out, it'll be for an experience. So I think more and more of that happening
Yeah.
going forward.
And with the built-in, I think this is only Gen Z really love this concept because the built-in can help them in a compact space to create many things faster, quicker. This generation really don't want to waste the time on this all. Where the built-in comes as a very important role to the washer, dryer, as a combination at one place,
Yeah.
hide something in the same space. So they don't really want to today when you see with their type of apartments.
Ease, convenience is also
AI built. So this is all comes for the Gen Z right now with the built-in only.
And then the negative that's going to become a positive is with Gen Z, and typically they'll want to live and work in a mega city, or like a Mumbai
Yeah.
or New York, or you call it, right? All the cities that
Yeah.
come, Bangalore, or all the cities that are coming up, is space is going to be limited,
Yeah.
right? So the kitchen plays a big role. Secondly, it's getting more and more increasingly more expensive
Yeah.
to eat out, right? Staffing is becoming expensive.
Very expensive.
Real estate is becoming expensive. Rentals are becoming expensive. So they are definitely going to ration that, eat at home, maybe call a few friends over and make an experience.
for sure.
Right? Alcohol is becoming so expensive world over to drink outside. And this is happening where your markets are, where density of population is in the big cities.
Yeah.
The tier 3 will have so much space and abundance of space and staff, which will be reasonably priced, and food that will be reasonably priced. That it may not be a game changer there.
Right.
In our metropolitan cities, it definitely is becoming a game changer. It's amazing, my friend. I went to his house in LA, and we were about 12 of us, family and friends put together, and he lives alone, the doctor, and he could whip up food so fast for 12 people.
Yeah.
12 people, and he loves entertaining, and he's got a beautiful home, no staff,
Yeah.
zero staff, amazing kitchen. Everything was perfect in this place. He knew exactly where to reach for what I was watching him. He was enjoying it. It wasn't becoming like, oh my God, I have to do this. He actually wanted it. The bill for the 12 people to go out would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And not even half as much fun, because you go to a restaurant, you have an X amount of time.
Yeah.
It's very commercial. Here we at home, we had a bonfire happening outside. We had the meal. It took long. There's a long conversation on the table without anything saying, oh, my sexy thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the kitchen was magic.
Yeah.
We only helped him clean up.
Yeah.
And because being US, we had some amount of disposables. Mostly it wasn't, because he's also house proud.
Hmm.
So he wanted to, serve us in the
Sure.
correct
Yes,
way and
yes.
what have you. So we pitched in to clean and wash whatever have you to some degree.
Right.
But cooking was like fast and
What a breeze.
amazing.
Yeah.
What a breeze. All right. So this brings me to my favorite part of the podcast, which is also the end, pretty much. But it's called this or that. It's like a rapid fire. I'm going to put to all of you a question which has two options. You have to pick whether you like option A or option B. Okay?
Yeah.
Ready?
Sounds very complicated, but
Yeah.
Very
Let's make it simple.
It's very simple. I'm going to start with you. Gas flame or induction?
gas flame.
Induction.
Okay, tell me why.
Because in induction you can, it's like in gas flame you have the designated place, right? Where you need to keep the vessels according to sizes. In inductions you can keep the utensils wherever you want. It's a child's play. In 30 seconds, have you seen any gas flame give you water steaming?
No?
Induction can give you that.
Really?
So yeah, it's today's product. So that's why I feel induction is what is required.
Brilliant. Induction.
Gas flame.
Glass flame. Wow. Okay. Fast cooking or slow simmer?
Slow simmer.
Slow simmer.
Slow simmer.
Are you all agree? Okay. Kitchen is an isolated area or the soul of the home?
The soul, the mind, and everything about the home.
Soul of.
Soul of the.
All right. Open shelving with visible appliances or seamless, obviously inbuilt?
Seamless and hideaway.
Completely integrated.
Seamlessly.
Well, very in sync, huh? Family cooking together or one master chef in charge?
Family cooking together.
Agree.
Family cooking.
Family cooking.
I'm going to start with you now. Wait. All right. Good one. German precision or Indian adaptability?
I could say combinations.
Same.
Yes.
Both.
Come on.
both.
It's on record, they can't say much.
What do you say?
Indian adaptability.
All right. And finally, again, I'm going to start with you. Smart connectivity or intuitive simplicity?
Smart connectivity.
Smart connectivity.
I would go with smart connectivity.
Smart connectivity. Okay. These guys seem extremely in sync and clued in. It's almost like they're passing exam chits with each other.
Maybe we needed to mix the gender, then maybe you would have a more of argument.
Yeah.
You all didn't ask me. But anyway, this brings me to the end of an extremely fun, very, very endearing, almost as beautiful as the part of the home that we've talked about, the kitchen. I couldn't have asked for better guests for this episode. You guys
Thank you.
so clued in and also so extremely practical and heartfelt about everything that you've brought to the table for me today. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here today, and to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this beautiful journey. This may be the last episode of this season of Hettich Presents Living with Magic, but it's definitely just the beginning of more such incredible conversations around magic at home.